Good morning. I wanted to give you a short update here of what I've done last week, and then I wanted to talk about the oil change and oil filter on how that is done on this vehicle. Most people probably know how to change the oil, but there's a couple of things I saw in other videos I thought I may want to explain. The first thing is I got the new cover here, and I got new seals in here for the window, and I got my valve now installed. I had that couple pipe in here, and we got a new valve in the tank system here. I couldn't make a video of it because I had to do this fairly quickly in the shop. And this is the new seal here on the window. You can see this now. This is no longer cracked, and it is nicely on there. Now the this cover here, the long piece, I got from Kamel in Berlin. He sent it all the way over. I paid 19.99 euros for it. He had it used, and 38 euros for the shipping. So it came out with the Kansas sales tax, since I bought this over eBay for 65 bucks. Ship took 4 weeks to get here, but it got here with no problem. This piece goes from here all the way to the corner, and we can see, hopefully, no, we cannot see it. I would have to open the trunk. Let me see if I can get through here. Yeah, we can see this here. Everything is now fully sealed, and it is nicely in the corner here, sitting in there all the way to the window in the corner back there. This is good. So this keeps the mechanism of the windshield wiper and the windshield wiper motor in a good shape. We're focusing, yeah, there we go. And this part here, the smaller part, I was able to get from Mercedes-Benz. They still have this part. They still have this part, but they don't have the big part. And when you order this, you probably want to order these grommets here for the wiper, because this is the part which protects the linkage underneath and the motor. And so with that, we got this done. Now to the oil filter. Everyone knows that this is the location of the oil filter down there. You unscrew this, and the kit from Mercedes-Benz, which is now made in South Africa. I don't think I've ever gotten a part out of South Africa before, made in South Africa, which is great. Comes with the O-ring for the cover. Let me zoom out. That is the big O-ring here. And we have two washers in here, the copper washer and the aluminum washer. The aluminum washer is for this bolt here, and the copper washer is for the drain plug, just if you wondered. And they have put this part in here, and I believe, if I remember this correctly, is this goes actually underneath on the big hole on certain oil filters. On some oil filters it will fit, it will get exactly in there where it needs to be. On some of them they use this here as a spacer. If someone knows exactly what this part is for, besides of what I'm saying, then I would kindly ask you to leave a comment on this. And the other thing is this: when you use heavier oil, what you probably want to do is to remove the rear crank position sensor, which is this cable here on your EZL, this one here. And this will prevent two things. It will prevent the car from starting. You won't have any ignition. And this crank sensor goes into the EZL and creates the TD signal, which goes to the fuel pump relay, the idle speed control unit, and the ECU. And let me see, was there another item it goes to? No, I think that's the three it goes to. And with this, you have no fuel flow. You will get only a fuel flow for about 1 or 2 seconds, and then when you crank the engine over, the fuel pump will keep running, but you won't be able to start the car, and you will not get any fuel within 2 seconds if the car doesn't start up. So that is the thing. if you want to make sure that you don't flood your car, if you think you have to really crank this for 30 or 60 seconds, you can also remove the fuel pump relay besides of removing the TD signal. That is this unit here. And this way you have no spark and you have absolutely no fuel going in, so you're not going to drown the engine. And then you can crank it until you have your oil pressure built up. Well, that was about all. I'm going to do the oil change here probably next weekend. I have 100 miles left. And then we're going to get to this. But this basically concluded the entire repair here. So we have the valve for our heat, windshield heater installed. And we got the new valve installed here. They're both about a quarter open in warm temperatures, so there's always some fuel, the coolant going through, but the full coolant cycle does not start until the auxiliary pump actually comes on via the ACC unit. Yeah, that is the preventive maintenance on it. I spent probably on this whole repair here in the front probably $200 or so. These filters I got from Mercedes-Benz, they're now $8 or $9. You can see it's made in South Africa. Interesting. And that will get us going. That was a part I needed to fix. On mine, this was all broken out here. All of this stuff was open. The linkage was completely exposed. And of course, that is not something which is good. I also lubricated this stuff here so you can actually open and close it and get it a little bit easier in and out. And with that, you have, oh, the next thing is, one more thing is, what is also done, gonna come in May, is the replacement of the brake fluid. You see it is a darker color, it's not black yet, but Mercedes-Benz recommends to do the DART 4 brake fluid change, brake fluid flush every year in the spring. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to flush the system out. And I was able to get 2 new caps last year already because mine were of course broken. This way I can pressurize the system. So this is the next scheduled item, maintenance item, is oil change and brake fluid change. And with that, you have a great day.